Let's talk about how I've been able to make over $30,000, to be exact, $31,283.84 in under 30 days. Okay. Now, I want to highlight these three trades, and you're probably like, oh my God, he's only taken three trades in the last 30 days. And that is right. I'm going to talk about why, and we'll hop into each trade, and I'll give you a little breakdown. So, this month in February, I have simply been being patient. Okay, what I mean by that is waiting for those A-plus opportunities, waiting for the best possible trades to take. This is something that I preach inside my mentorship group. I talk about this all the time. We are here for the long run as traders. We are not here to trade every day. I don't know any successful trader that is able to trade every day, that is able to find good opportunities in the market every day. Some months I will take upwards of 15 trades. Other months I will only take 3, 4, maybe only 5 trades. Okay. And this was one of those months where I was waiting for those A-plus opportunities. I was showing up, and I was still here every day of the week at market open. And based off my trading style and strategy, I only trade for the first hour and a half of market open. That is when I will actually enter trades. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to be in that trade for longer, because on average, I'm holding my trades for about 2 hours and 45 minutes. But I'm showing up, and I just showed up for, it was just about 1, 2, 3, well, that's Saturday. So let's talk trading days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The market was closed, I believe, on the 10th. So let's say 13 trading days. I showed up. I was here off of market open at 9:30, yet I did not take a trade. Okay. So 2 trades so far in February, and the last trade, or the third trade, right, was January 31st. So I'm looking back 30 days. Like I said, yesterday we were able to walk out with about 12,000, equivalent to a 49% net ROI. All of the trades I take are posted inside my mentorship, so my students are able to essentially follow along and copy myself. And I will put a link below if you are interested in joining. I'm trading live every morning as well. Now, you can see here, being able to go 13 days is not only going to require an enormous amount of patience, okay? But what it also is going to require is for you to have a really good system in place that is able to tell you what the difference is between a good trade and a bad trade. If you look at all trades and they're all equal, and you're not able to make a distinction between what is a good trade and what is a bad trade, you're going to find a very hard time trading. Okay, you're going to struggle a lot. Now, I was able to come in all 13 of those days without taking a trade, without actually entering. I was waiting for the right opportunity, and then I saw it and I took the trade. If we want to hop into specifics, obviously January 31st came out of the gate with just about a $14,000 trade. On the 4th, I came in with a $5,000 trade. And you can see just yesterday on the 25th, I came in with about a $12,500 trade. So ticker symbol ARM, PLTR, and Meta. Okay. 100% win rate, 3 winners in a row, just a little over 180% in consecutive profits. Okay. So let's open up that Meta trade from the 31st. Okay. I was in this trade with about $15,000. So a total net ROI of 89.49%. Almost made 90% on this position. So I'm not sitting here showing you, hey, look I made 14 grand because I was in with 150 grand. I'm showing you I made 14 grand and I was only in with 14 or 15,600, right? 15,600, my gross P&L was 14,000. After fees and commissions, made 13,997. Now, this was a beautiful trade. All the trades I do take come from my software. So my software sends me these trades. It sends me the stock, the exact contract to buy. Then I enter the trade, and I have an algorithm that helps me actually manage those trades to determine where to get out for a win or a loss. Did a really great job with this one, obviously coming in and shorting Meta. Okay, you can see how we literally shorted high of day down into our take profit. If I go down here to the running P&L, you can see the charts running P&L. What I did really like about this trade is that I was able to get out at the highest point out of the entire day where these contracts traded at, where my position traded, I was able to maximize profit on this trade. Now, look, this would have been a roller coaster. If I was sitting here sweating, looking at, the ups, the downs, like essentially right when I got in, I was up almost $5,000. Okay, pulled back to about 700, pushed to about 4,500, pulled back to about 1,700, pushed up to 9, was still patient, came all the way back down to what is that, like 8, 6, and then pushed up to 14, right? So by having this algorithm that I use to trade, which I'll show in other videos, it's allowing me to be patient, to sit on my hands, to set it and forget it, and wait for my stop loss or take profit to be hit. Now, I really, really wanted to show this trade specifically on Meta because of the fact that we did capitalize on, yes, we could have made more. Look, you can obviously see we could have made more, but we did capitalize on the best exit during our trade duration. From when we entered to when we exited, that was the highest point at which those contracts traded, at which our position was. I could have squeezed probably another 8,000, 9,000 out of this trade if I had held it through to the end of the day, but profit is profit. 90% is still great, right? So with that said, we can check out PLTR. Very small trade, came in with about a 5K profit, 33% gains. This was back on the 4th. Okay, went in with some calls, went long here at about 104. Now you can see this trade I was slightly red on off the open and then ended up locking in profit at pretty much the best possible time I could have during the entire trading session. So look at that. During the entire trading session, I mean, that was just a beautiful, beautiful exit right there. Quite literally caught the high of day and got out of there, walked away with a nice profit. Charts running P&L on here, like as you can see, did go into about $3,000 in drawdown. Okay, during that trade, was in with 14,000 in position size. Now, lastly, let's cover the trade I just took yesterday on ticker symbol ARM. Well, I did not maximize profit on this trade. You could see high on this trade was about 15,000. It's actually under tracking a bit. On my broker, I saw about 18,500. This was a funny story where I was actually filming a YouTube video and I quite literally lost out on about $6,000 worth of gains. Again, it's showing 15,200 at highs, but I have a screenshot on my broker where I was up about 18,500, about 19,000. Was driving to go to like one of my favorite scenic destinations, like viewpoints where I live, and got stuck with some like traffic. The traffic guys came out and they had their stop signs up, and my camera guy and I were looking at each other like, we need to make it here to film this exit because I show you guys everything. I show you my entries and my exits, and I wanted to get the exit on camera. We got there. By the time I opened my phone, I had come back down to only being up about, I say only, but only being up about 12,800 after broker fees and commissions. Obviously, you can see here, commissions and fees were $300. Walked away with a 50% profit. Was in this trade with a little heavier size, about 25,000 per position. So those were my last 3 trades. Again, averaging whatever, around 2,000 per trading day, given the day or 2 days that we've had off with holidays on Monday over the last 30 days.